That sound, the water hitting the pan and then making the oil sizzle up, that means that the pan is heated. So I will take the chicken meatballs here and then a spoon, and one by one, I'm going to put them into the pan of oil. So here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's one plate. Dropping a lot of frames here. Okay, I'm going to see if I can put these last 7 or 8 in here. There we go. Gonna make room by moving some of the things out of the way. Make some more space on the surface of the pan so that they can hit that hot surface and sizzle in the oil. So there are a lot of meatballs in that pan. Need to clean that up. A lot of chicken in there. It's sizzling. And I'm going to let this cook 6 to 8 minutes. When I'm cooking chicken, I want to make sure it's actually cooked all the way through. I don't want to leave anything uncooked and get some viruses or some germs in there. So we'll go for the full 8 minutes. I think I'm going to stop this when we've been streaming for 38 minutes. I'll know it's time to take this off. In the meantime, I'm going to pick up the little bit that fell on the floor. Got some cleaning product here. I keep a clean kitchen. Okay, I'm going to throw that out. I'm going to wash my hands. Maybe you can start to see the steam coming up out of the pan. Okay. Means that the chicken is cooking in the oil. Now, the tricky thing about my stove is that there's a bit of a slope to it. There's a bit of a slope, so as the pan is sitting on the stove, the oil in the pan is collecting, it's pooling down at this one end. So I'm taking out a glove here. So what I'm going to do with the glove is pick up the pan and just move some of the oil back to the other end of the pan. That way it can slide back down the pan. And I can see it sizzling at the bottom. So I'm going to take a wooden spatula here and kind of flip these around. I want to make sure everything's cooking on all sides. And these are getting a nice golden sizzle on the outside. You can smell the seasoning. Right, it's cooking in the oil. Got that nice sizzle sound. Just flipping each of these over. Today's episode of Office Hours, we started a little late, so we're going to go a little late. Sorry about that. Tune in tomorrow when we will be studying some Korean, I think. Tune in Thursday, we'll have another special Throwback Thursday episode. An interview with an old friend of mine, somebody who worked in the television industry around the world. And if you didn't see last week's Throwback Thursday episode with my friend, Professor Sean Clark from Emerson College, it's on YouTube. Okay. So that chicken is cooking. Let's set this over here. We have, we're almost halfway through the 8 minutes that chicken's gonna cook in there. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get out some butter. And I'm gonna get out 4.5 tablespoons of butter. Is that right? 4.5 tablespoons of butter. Looks like 4.5 tablespoons. And the thing about butter is that they will list on the side how much 1 tablespoon is. So I just measure down the side and then cut off there at 4.5. We'll take that. Check on these meatballs. I'm gonna sizzle them around. Okay. Got a late start on office hours today. It's true. You know, I may cover these, cook them through a little better. Okay. While we're doing that, I will rinse off the plates. All this chicken meat off of here. I'm fortunate enough to have a dishwashing machine, so those will go in there. About 2 more minutes. The meatballs in the pan. It's in here. And tricky thing about a dishwasher is always trying to figure out where to put each piece, where to put each thing. Wash my hands. And we are at 30, almost 36 minutes. So in 2 more minutes, I will know it's time to take those meatballs off the stove. I turn on the fan. Use the rubber gloves to give a little check here. Yep. Those are sizzling along pretty well. Making sure they get it on all sides. Oh yeah. There's some good golden brown sizzle going on there. Looks pretty good so far. Give it another minute. And while we're doing that, I will get a plate for the cooked meatballs. Put the plate right here. I'm going to put this chicken that we saved, the half a pound chicken, in the refrigerator. Wash my hands one more time because I was touching a container of chicken. And has it been 37 minutes? So we got 1 more minute to cook those meatballs. And I've got the plate ready here. Go across the way. I will use this red rubber glove to carefully take the lid off, and you can see all that steam that comes up. Right? Those have been sizzling in the oil. I use my spatula here and just put them on the plate. Now, these were not cooked all the way through. They do have a little golden sear on them. That's what it's called, like a little sizzle. Crusty part on the outside. But they're not going to be done cooking just yet. I'm going to wait to finish them with the sauce. For now, I'm just getting them out of the pan, putting them on this